Show on East Coast FM with Declan Meehan.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out eastcoast.fm for more.
East Coast FM.
Yes, a regular visitor, I suppose he is at this stage. Rod Coyne is here. You're very welcome.
Thank you very much, Declan.
And you are what? An artist, painter, all that?
All of the above. I'm a visual artist. I'm a painter. That's my key thing.
And your latest exhibition, to do with 1916, is starting in the Cortez Art Centre on Sunday. So tell us about that and what you've decided to do.
It started out as a project of doing portraits of just some of the key figures and key faces from 1916. I felt the need to reimagine them because I've been looking at the same photos since my leaving cert. You know, there's a handful of photos we had there, dog-eared and crinkled, and I wanted to reimagine them and to breathe.
So
a
they
bit
don't
of
look
life
like
into them.
themselves, is it?
Well, I can't know that, and I never will know that, I suppose. But it was just they'd gotten tired and jaded my eyes. You know, the same pictures would be trotted out again and again in posters and books and calendars, and I wanted to sort of get in behind it a bit. So I thought to do a collection of just some key figures from the Rising, and to actually have a conversation with them while I was painting their portraits. That was the starting point, which led on to a calendar, and now it's led on to an exhibition in Tinnahealy.
Okay, so you describe them for
people
rather than
to my eye. What would you say now? For the person seeing them for the first time, they would see, you know, people who are identifiable, I suppose, Thomas Clark or Padraig Pearse or something like that. But tell us about that.
Well, what I've tried to do is to also make it contemporary and to make it relevant to the fact that we have a centenary. So I've tried to mix two styles in the painting. So I've gone for the face in a kind of a classical, illustrative type portrait style, but I've worked a background in around the paintings which is wild and loose and free, and it's very much sort of my style, how I approach my painting as usual, and it's all about mark making, and there's splashes and drips and there's real action going on there. So I've tried to marry those two with this classical, this traditional style, along with something much more contemporary.
And can people get these, or is these once-off because they're paintings?
What we've done is the paintings are staying. I'm keeping them under wraps for the moment. But we've produced them as this lovely calendar, which is available in the local gallery. We've also produced a series of prints based on the whole exhibition. So we have them there as canvas prints. It makes them much more accessible price-wise, but it's democratic. Everybody can have one.
Very good. Okay, and what reaction have you got from anybody that you've shown them to already?
Well, it's been very positive indeed. People are quite taken aback. I'm delighted from my own point of view that I was able to get the faces in a place that they're recognisable. In the past, I might have done portraits and I might have used a slide projection to trace a figure to make sure it was absolutely identical. This time I decided to dispense with any slides and to use my own onboard Photoshop and to actually translate from those photographs, those old photographs we had in our history books, through me and onto the canvas there. Right. So the fact that they were very recognisable and people thought they were sort of, I've tried to reinvent them. Just mentioning somebody in particular, Brian Dobson from RTE, who's going to open the show. He was in the studio by chance last year while I was working on the project, and the stuff was strewn around the place. I was only halfway through, but he was able to pick out each and every one of those portraits that I've done and name them for me. And I was thrilled because he was one of the first people to actually see it while it was still work in progress.
Right, so he's going to show them on the 6 o'clock news. I look forward to that. Which night is it on?
Oh, unfortunately, I'm not sure we're going to get a slot on the 6-1 news. I know.
And you're in here.
I'll tell you what we do have is Irish TV. The crew from Irish TV were down with me in the studio 2 weeks ago, and they're going to actually have a whole half-hour show previewing the exhibition. Brilliant. And that's going out on Sunday night at 7 o'clock.
Now, it starts in January, so we're not going to have it in our kitchen.
Well, no.
With poor old Thomas Clark, we're missing in January.
Well, this is the thing. I've actually planned for this, Declan. I like to think ahead. I like to think ahead on these things. So what we've done is we've gone for a nice generous size. We have this A3 size calendar, and they're really high quality prints.
They are actually. Yeah.
And the whole idea is the people will be when you tear out January, you can put it in a frame or you can use it as a poster. You know, we've put all the emphasis on the image rather than the days and the dates. they're in there too, but we're not going to be tied
So
down
the
to
exhibition
that.
is on Sunday in the courthouse anyway. What time are you starting out? It goes for a while too, doesn't it?
The exhibition's going to run for a whole month up until the 9th of April, and we're opening on Sunday at 4 o'clock. So I presume the speeches and stuff will start a half an hour after that. Everybody is welcome. It's one of the key events for the Courthouse Arts Centre centenary. They're also going to have they have a literary weekend coming up and some stage shows. So all their 1916 stuff is happening in this month, and my exhibition is going to be the
Whole
backdrop
activity
to all
there
of
in
that.
Evoca with Rod Coyne, but the big time anyway is in Tinnahealy on Sunday at about 4 o'clock for the exhibition of the 1916 portrait collection. Keep in touch anyway, Rod. Thanks very much indeed for dropping in.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Declan.
The morning show with East Coast.
The Morning Show on East Coast FM with Declan Meehan.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out eastcoast.fm for more.
East Coast FM.
Yes, a regular visitor. I suppose he is at this stage. Rod Coyne is here. You're very